And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Throwing on first down. Willis eluding the pressure right. And he's got the hook up here. Complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Jordan Willis. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw on third down, Willis. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal.
Detroit! All right, now, look at 56.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down.
Well, so much for all the time that you spend in practice, because for offensive linemen and running backs to get in sync, that requires a ton of practice time, a ton of watching tape together, a ton of really getting to where you're thinking with one mind on every single play that's called, every single run, because you want to know how your guy's going to block it. They want to know how he's going to run it, what kind of cuts he's going to make, and it's really anticipatory. And when you're really locked in together, you know what he's going to do before he actually does it. On this play, that didn't happen at all, and that turned into a big loss.
Set! 3-19!
To throw on second down. Brown. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a play fake here on first down. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side. They got his man complete. Past the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Green 39! Green 39!
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Play action. Brown forced out to his left. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
Gone, gone!
Now Brown off the play fake. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Looking to throw on second down. Willis. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Detroit! Here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
All right, here we go.
Here's Brown. Throwing on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On second down, here's Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Looking to throw. Brown stepping up. He's going to keep it. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 46. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back to throw. Brown. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
39! Green, 39!
Brown on first down. Buying time. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Here we go now. Green, 30.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Hot!
To throw on 2nd down. Willis. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The Redskins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
From the gun, Willis. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Leopard, Leopard.
And they'll run it here. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Operating from the gun, Willis escaping the and it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Brown now, looking to throw on second down. Flushed out right. And he's got room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Looking to throw. Brown.
Tough first half for him. Unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
19 yards there on the pickup. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. Bulldozes, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Now, loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Redskins on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Willis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And it's taken in at the 9. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Complete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. The pitch goes to Barkley. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across. Field. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Let's go.
Now Brown on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Here's a give to Barkley. Had a good move, but only able to work it to the 20-yard line. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. They'll run it again with Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And Ingram holds it in. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Here's Brown to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. This is caught. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They'll go with a keeper. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So here now all even here in this 4th quarter. Washington as they come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll go on the ground. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Looking to throw. Willis. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56.
A handoff to Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got this down to the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Brown looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Brown. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. On third down, Willis. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. A toss out to Barkley. Down to the 25. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being it.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jordan Willis in there for a milestone sack as it moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Patriot! Patriot! Gone! 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 Gone!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And Charles...